Hello and welcome to the channel. Coming out of the FIFA break, very difficult to analyze national team, so we had a strategy that we tried out, and look, it didn't prove to be useless at all, because of the fact that all the strategies, or rather all the markets that we mentioned, actually came true. But it's a pity that you only choose one market in each team. If you choose four, and then you're like, one of these will happen, and then you choose one and then it didn't happen, it doesn't necessarily mean that your strategy is a bit useless. It simply means that it has very much chances, high chances actually, of it happening. The fact that all the markets happened, but it's just that you didn't manage to, to combine the proper strategy, or rather the proper markets. So I decided to use the same here on teams league matches. Not that it will be useful, but I'm trying it, so I decided to use it on these 3 matches. Leverkusen, because these are the only matches that are playing today. Remember, it's Friday, so big matches are playing tomorrow, quite a lot of them. So decided to try it here. Obviously, you remember how to play that. You just go to matches and check the last match the teams played and try to use it, you know what I mean, and come up with a few markets there. So as a result, here I came up here, and then I saw this is the last match these two teams played. Obviously, the first market is the odds. You know, this team was backed to win, Leverkusen, with 1.8 odds. So that's a strategy, and you can see today as well. If you're going to check the odds, for you to rectify, or rather to confirm that one, just have to come back again. You can see the odds here. So they are favored to win. And then on their last match, there were goals like over 4.5. That's a strategy. So anything between over 4.5, over 3.5, over 2.5, that's a strategy. You know what I mean? That's a stat. And then what else? Leverkusen, the home team, scored most of their goals in the first half. So you can say highest scoring half for Leverkusen. In fact, the highest scoring half in this match, actually, it's actually the first half, because there are 4 goals in the first half and only 1 in the second half. So that's also a statistic. And what else? You can see also the yellow cards. Not a lot of yellow cards here, 1 for each team. So quite a lot of yellow cards in the second half, and there was 0 yellow cards in the first half. So that's a strategy with good odds. 0 yellow cards in the first half. That's a nice strategy. So that's what you choose. And then we went to another match. Which is Marseille. Went to Marseille, and let's see what we chose here. Marseille. You can see the last match they played. You can see Marseille move them 3-1, and you can already see that a lot of goals were scored in the first half, because there were like 1, 2, 3 goals. Only 1 was scored in the second half. So high scoring half, also a strategy there. Both teams to score and Marseille winning, strategy there, because that's a statistic. And what else? That is the yellow cards. You can see yellow cards. Obviously, this team Lorient getting a lot of yellow cards, so that's a strategy as well. What else? So that's just a few of those things, and let's just see. Oh no, this is the same match. Nevertheless, now before we choose the last match, let's just come here and see what we've chosen here. We only had 11 rand. We lost about 300 yesterday, and then we were left with this 11 rand. So we're trying to get back up now. We're not loading any money from our bank balance. No, we're not taking any money out. We're going to use this one and try to build up again. Maybe build up to 500, then start betting again, lose it all. But we're not going to the bank. So this is what I've chosen, just without having to do the analysis of all these teams. But this is what we've chosen. Leverkusen, that's what we've chosen there, because you've noticed that Leverkusen, there was 4 goals scored in the first half. So we said, look, in the first half there will be at least over 1.5 goals. So I mean, we're not really saying now there will be first half as the highest scoring half as it is on that match, but look, to make things safe, just say over 1.5 goals in the first half. You know what I mean? So whatever happens in the second half, it's not our problem. Even if it changed that a lot of goals were scored in the second half, that's not our problem. Same goes to this one, Olympique Marseille. You can see that we've chosen the same thing. We said over 1.5 goals, so at least we're expecting 2 goals in the first half in this match. So we'll be sort of focusing more on the first half rather than the second half on these 2 matches. And then here it's for the whole match. Basically, we'll be focusing for the whole match on Sevilla versus Elche. That's La Liga match, because we said bookings, whether it's yellow card, whether it's red cards, but there must be over 3.5 cards issued on that match. So we're expecting at least 4 or more cards on that match. So we will be looking for the whole match here, and then on these 2 we'll be looking just for the first half. And so that's what we created, you know, those mini stats using that strategy. Okay, the first match started. Now you can see that it's blinking, so it's high time that we watch. All right, so yeah, just to come back here before we close this video so that you can see what happened on this match between Elche and Sevilla and why we decided to choose that strategy. You can see it was both teams to score. We can say that again, but obviously that's not decent enough in terms of the odds. And then you can, what else? Okay, first half as the high scoring half, because both goals were scored in the first half. That's also a statistic. And then most stat that was very you know, that made a lot of noise, it was these yellow cards. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including that red card. That's 6 cards in a match. So meaning, I mean, that's over 5.5. But to be safe, I chosen over 3.5. So hopefully there will be cards in this match. Or you can just say a team with a lot of cards will be Sevilla. But I mean, didn't choose that because it was a bit risky, because Sevilla is quite a good team compared to this Elche. So I decided, you know what, an overall cards of the match. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. Hopefully this will be a win. And yeah, and for those who are new, or rather for those who are not subscribed to the channel, it's high time that you subscribe to the channel, so that when a new video is being posted about any analysis, or rather any tips, or rather anything that is related to football betting, and in fact any sport, then you'll be able to see it early. So yeah,